I want to tell you about an opportunity. The most interesting opportunity, in fact, of the coming decade. Listen, we need to decarbonize the world. We're going to decarbonize the planet. Energy systems, food systems, transportation, built environment, our cities, everything. And why? Well, it turns out, I think, that you all understand the reasons why we need to do this. But in case you need reminding, we're going to create a healthier, cleaner, greener, better planet, right? It means that we're going to build solutions that are better than what we currently have. This, I think, is the most exciting investment opportunity of the coming decade. This is what Katapult has been focusing on. We've invested towards that since 2017, 169 investments. And actually, we've focused on climate all the way from the beginning. But for the past 3 years, focused on 3 different funds, 10 million invested, 32 companies backed. And I'm quite excited to share with you what we've been working on for this year with you all today. These are our most recent investments, our 11 green bets on the future. Quite excited about that. But one thing is worth rewinding a bit on. What do we actually mean when we say early stage climate tech? Well, let me explain. So the thing is, we invest then in early stage companies with a climate impact. How do you figure out the climate impact? Well, a great proxy for that is to look at the kind of carbon emission reductions they can generate. That's a good place to start. But like, what domains are relevant here? Are you talking about energy or mobility, the built environment, like all of our investment domains? The thing is, yes, that's what you do. If you have a company that's pouring concrete without cement, that's a climate tech company. We invested in that. If you have a company that's deploying mini-grids, solar power in rural Nigeria, yes, that is actually climate tech. And what about AI, quantum computing to discover new material combinations? Yeah, that's a climate tech startup. Fact is, this is the biggest investment domain, if you will, that you get access to because it's the most urgent challenge and it's going to be pretty profitable to fix it. So we invest pre-seed and seed. Teams of 5 to 10 people, they typically generate some revenue, but then we do a program, and I think that's where we need some clarification. Marcus, I thought programs were for 1 to 2 people with an idea, but we're actually doing post-revenue investments. Talk to us about it, Marcus.
All right, so Katapult really prides itself by being one of the best acceleration programs in the world. And the way we add value is simple. 3 modules of 3 months covering areas we know are critical to early stage venture. First one, impact readiness. Now, this is all about how we turn your impact into a strategic advantage. Number 2, investor readiness. This is how we truly excel in capital raising. And number 3, growth. How do we drive performance and business management into our processes? But enough from me. Let's hear from someone who's actually been through the program and learn about their journey so far.
Hello everyone at Katapult Investor Day. In 2017, I was participating as one of the participants in the first inaugural Katapult program. And now, 6 years later, we're here. We're still going strong, stronger than ever. We've had fantastic growth over the last years, same as Katapult has had actually. So it's great to kind of be back almost like an alumni. I hope you're gonna enjoy the day. This is so important for every participant. Katapult was, we had the seed and they brought the water, and here we are today. So please enjoy the day, and remember, this is really big for everyone participating.
Hi Katapult, this is Henry from Hyperion Robotics. Greetings from Helsinki. This is a little video to thank you for the amazing accelerator program we follow with you. When we met Katapult, we were as small as this baby foundation and just raised a pre-seed round. But thanks to the Katapult program, we raised a late seed round which allowed us to grow bigger and bigger like these draw pits. Now Katapult has enabled us to grow our vision and scale as big as this mountain.
So at this point, you understand what an early stage climate startup is. Hopefully, and you get what the program is, what we do. And since you're here right now, you've noticed also that this is Investor Day, and you're an investor, and these are startups. We've compiled these 11 company pitches here for you. Marcus, talk to us about what the agenda is. What's everyone going to see right now?
So it's 3-minute pitches from the companies. You're able to ask questions in the platform. You can book meetings. So this is the point of the Investor Day, to really figure out what these teams are doing and how you can get in touch with them.
Okay, so book meetings.
Yes.
Request decks. Engage, I guess.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's time to meet the teams. Let's say we get started.
Let's fly around the world. We have teams everywhere, so let's do that.
All right, let's go.
All right, so precision fermentation is quickly becoming a really disruptive technology. Let's go and meet a team who's using AI to discover new strands and unexplored strands of yeast.
Pharmaceuticals, cosmetics, and food industries need green, but also cost-effective alternative production methods. And that could be precision fermentation, a way to use genetically edited microorganisms to produce almost any molecule and therefore any ingredient you can imagine. The problem is that for the millions of molecules that world demands, biotech has only 2 yeasts with their severe limitations to produce them, from being inflexible in different carbon sources and preferring only glucose, to being very sensitive to temperature changes or simply not being capable of producing some specific proteins. These yeasts severely suppress the biotech potential. And this is where HerLab comes in. We have a unique technology enabling us to look into thousands of yeasts and open the biotech potential like no one has done before. We are the first company in the world finding and making fit-for-purpose tiny microbial factories that will revolutionize the biotech industry and the way we make food, pharmaceuticals, and cosmetics. Some facts. Our product, genetically modified and AI-optimized yeasts. Business model, licensing and royalties with some exception of exclusivity deals. Our target client, ingredient producers. Traction, pilot project interest from Givaudan, Ginkgo, and smaller startups. Market size, over $1 trillion. Our market share, according to Accenture, who did calculations specifically for us, $3 billion by 2030. Proof of concept, we have it. Our unique screening method enabled us to find 2 expression systems able to produce 2 proteins relevant for food and pharmacy industries. Our cap table is clean and we're raising $2 million for the next set of experiments, putting us on a very competitive position for the next round. This is how we would use your money. In addition to 30 yeasts from proof of concept, now we will work with 200 yeasts. We will analyze them using bioinformatics, we will check how robust they are for temperature and pH changes, then we will look whether they are genetically modifiable or not, and we will finally optimize them using our AI models. And then we will pick 20 winners for the next generation yeast expression systems for the biotech. And that is 10 times more than industry had for the last 40 years. Over 52% of our round is secured via UK government grants and Katapult, and we have 1 million left for the new investors. We are specifically looking for syndicates of deep tech, healthcare, and impact investors. HerLab is becoming a new structural foundation for a $1 trillion market, and you don't want to be late joining this. My name is Day. I am the CEO and founder at HerLab, and I will be leading HerLab toward its impact vision, as well as looking at your term sheets and bringing you enormous returns. Come invest now, or let's start relationship for the later stages. It is my pleasure, and I look forward to meeting you.
You've noticed that there is an electric mobility revolution going on, right? Nothing but Teslas covering all of your ground in Oslo. Well, here's the thing. This is going to really upset the grid, and also how are we going to charge everything? Let's travel to Estonia, meet Gridio, and figure out how we connect this to the future.
Hi, my name is Conrad, and I'm the CEO and co-founder of Gridio, where we help electric vehicles use energy when it makes most sense. In less than 7 years, there will be more than 18 million electric cars on European roads, and a quarter of these drivers will also have their own solar systems or battery systems. Together, that's more energy capacity than all the EU power stations in operation today. Now, the problem is, 90% of these cars charge at home between 4 o'clock and 10 o'clock in the evening, when energy is the most expensive, carbon intensive, and most draining for the grid. At Gridio, our mission is to build the most scalable and easy to use software solution to turn these tens of millions of electric cars into smart chargers, minimizing the impact that charging will have on energy bills, the climate, but also the grid infrastructure. In essence, what we do, we find the best time for vehicles to charge and automatically schedule them to the hours of usually cheap and abundant renewable energy. And we do that via software. It requires no extra hardware, so anyone can become a smart charger in a few minutes, as we integrate directly with more than 25 different car manufacturers and inverter manufacturers. We have in-house real-time algorithms that constantly schedule and implement commands on when these cars should charge, so they're ready by the morning. And thirdly, we package it up into an elegant end-user app. We believe that anybody should become a smart charger if they want to. Already today, more than 8,000 electric vehicle drivers in more than 20 countries are using Gridio, saving about €300 a year on average by using our service. But we also believe that any company should offer smart charging to their customers. And that's why we launched smart charging as a service with, for example, TotalEnergies in France, with one of the largest EV platforms in Germany and the largest utility in the Baltics already. Our vision is to become the largest virtual fleet of electric cars that can be integrated and orchestrated together with energy markets. We're well on the way with our app release and our smart charging as a service software. And in our business model, we always take a small monthly fee depending on the number of cars that are connected, which is about 10% of the value that we generate for the end users. We're currently about 10 people based in Tallinn, Estonia, but we are raising a 3 to 4 million C+ round by March next year. Already 50% of that is soft committed, but we are looking for investors to join our EV revolution so we can conquer the B2B segment in Europe in our next 18-month period and reach 100,000 EVs connected to our platform. If you like what you see and you want to become an investor, please reach out to me at conrad@gridio.io. Thank you.
You thought about how we have access to limitless fusion power? It's called the sun. And solar power is criminally underutilized. But we have invested in a company that fixes just that. Let's go to Mexico and meet Solfium.
El sol nunca había estado tan cerca de nosotros.
Hello everyone, my name is Zach Magnan, co-founder at Solfium, a venture that is dramatically accelerating the adoption of distributed solar technology, initially in Mexico. Most people now understand that solar is the cheapest source of electricity in fully 75% of the world. Humanity's shared challenge is to deploy this and other proven technologies before it's too late. In Mexico and the rest of LATAM, where radiation patterns and unit economics to electricity consumers big and small are as good as anywhere, penetration remains too low, and we need to move faster. But executing this once-in-a-generation transition is not easy. Getting approval for utility-scale projects is hard, if at all possible, and finding a reputable, trustworthy installer to efficiently install smaller rooftop projects remains a daunting task. In response, Solfium makes it dead simple for homes and businesses to make the switch, and we work with corporate partners and governments to aggregate the decarbonization impact, to efficiently deliver high-quality and consistent UX, to optimize the supply chain and eliminate margins on margins, and to provide corporate partners an efficient solution to reach, measure, reduce, aggregate, and report CO2 emission reductions in line with net zero mandates. We operate as a fully managed and curated marketplace that delivers fit-for-purpose installed solutions to customers. We integrate best-in-class component manufacturers, local installers, and financing partners. And as mentioned, we help corporate partners to save on their electricity bills and to communicate aggregated and validated impact metrics. Through innovation and our team's tenacity, we've been successful in gaining the trust of well-established and respected global and regional customers. We completed a proof of concept in 2021, realized $2.6 million in revenue in our first year of commercial operations, and we're on track to close 2023 with more than $5 million in revenue with robust margins. Mexico, along with numerous other jurisdictions in the Global South, are huge and untapped markets, which means that there's massive value and impact at scale and a solid default alive business today. We're proud to have built a sustainable and growing venture that has generated over $10 million in sales and a project pipeline of more than 90 megawatts, all in less than 3 years. If you're looking for capital efficiency, this is it. But it's also only the beginning. The next step on our journey to create venture returns and impact is to invest, to expand operational capacity, to accelerate our investment in tech, and to convert our extensive customer pipeline. We're planning a $10 million Series A financing round in 2024 to fuel our growth. Join us on this ambitious, transformational, and high-impact journey. Thank you.
Gracias Solfium por traer el cambio a nuestro hogar.
You all know by now that food waste is a big problem. Shelf life for stores and for restaurants. This can be fixed, actually. Let's meet Metalchemy using nanotechnology for a greener future.
Hello everyone, I'm Federico, CEO and co-founder of Metalchemy. Here in London, my team and I are revolutionizing nanotechnology for a greener and sustainable future. We developed unique proprietary nanotechnologies which can up to double the food shelf life. This is to solve one of humanity's biggest challenges to date, food waste. Up to $1 trillion goes to food waste every year, and that's up to 10% of global greenhouse gas emissions. This represents a massive issue, both economically and environmentally, with no clear solution to date. And that's where we come in. We developed a nanomaterial which can be implemented throughout a wide variety of packaging products to up to double the food shelf life. And now you might ask, how does it work? Well, it's pretty simple. We just kill the root cause of food degradation, which are microbes, bacteria, fungi, and viruses. By doing so, we can delay the growth of these bacteria and fungi and viruses on the perishable foods and extend the food shelf life, saving both our customers money and reducing their climate emissions. To date, we had tremendous traction. We secured over 10 proof of concepts, as well as a letter of intent worth over £700,000 from a major packaging distributor. Moreover, in order to support the massive demand from the company, we scaled up our team as well as our production capability up to tripling our team and entering a 1,000 square feet production facility that is now running and fully operational, selling over 800 kilograms of our nanomaterials to date. Moreover, this wouldn't have been possible without the tremendous support of our pre-seed investors, GeForce and Founders Factory, and now also supported by Katapult VC, which is leading our seed funding round for over £1.5 million, which is split between equity as well as grant funding from Innovate UK that sits supporting our R&D effort as a business. Moreover, we aim now very ambitiously with the company, aiming for over £1 million in revenue by 2025, which will enable us to secure our Series A and next stage of global growth and fight against food waste. So we hope you'll join us in our mission to revolutionize nanotechnology for a greener and sustainable future.
Confetti, cosmetics, and glitter. It's pretty nasty to clean up after.
Oh, man.
Luckily, we have a team who's working on this problem.
Hi, my name is Benjamin Droget and I'm the founder and CEO of SparkCell. SparkCell creates the next generation of colors and effects. Our mission is to eliminate toxic chemicals from coloration and make all colors nature positive. We do so by providing the world's first performance pigment from plant inspired by nature. I'd like to take you on a journey where together we reinvent the way we make colors for good. More than 10,000 synthetic compounds are used for coloration, including dyes, microplastics, mined metals and minerals. These materials contribute massive amounts of greenhouse gas emissions and a high level of pollution. This is because none of these products have been designed with circularity in mind. They don't biodegrade, accumulate in the environment, impact human health, and damage biodiversity. Instead, we utilize plant-based cellulose to make colors, a renewable, biodegradable resource, even extractable from agri-waste, like wheat straw or recycled cotton, giving a much lower carbon footprint. Put simply, our technology tackles the multidimensional issues associated with sourcing, transformation, and end of life of traditional colorants. At SparkCell, we replicate the same principle that nature uses to make vibrant and non-toxic colors, like the one you see on butterfly wings or beetle scales. Our color palette is virtually unlimited, and our products are available in various formats, substituting dyes, plastics, metal, and minerals in a large variety of applications, from cosmetics, textile, packaging, paint, and food. Our products can be manufactured at scale using known and proven manufacturing techniques. We are now deploying our solution with commercial partners. Our team shares a passion for sustainable material innovation and scaling up technologies that positively impact our planet. We're based out of Cambridge, UK, where the technology was born. I spent 6 years developing it during my PhD research, and now taking it commercially through SparkCell. The opportunity to join us is now, as we are closing our current round of fundraising. For hundreds of years, scientists like Isaac Newton have been fascinated by how nature makes vibrant colors. Only now have we understood how nature makes them, and are we able to replicate them using the same material as nature uses. If you want to know more, please visit SparkCell's website. I thank you for listening, and I look forward to hearing from you.
You noticed how things are getting lighter in recent years. Bikes, cars, industrial uses, a lot of carbon fiber everywhere. Here's the thing, how do you recycle all of this stuff? Let us figure out. Meet Phoenix Carbon.
Welcome. We're Phoenix Carbon, a disruptive composites recycler enabling a viable circular economy with these materials. And in particular, we focus on carbon fiber. I'm Rick Stewart, CEO, co-founder, a serial entrepreneur with several exits across automotive and aerospace. And with me today is Luca Frondoni, my CTO and co-founder, and the architect of our novel recycling solution. Composite materials are extensively used across various industries, especially the mobility and transport sectors, as they are super strong and super light. However, the problem with carbon fiber is it's very expensive and it's not sustainable for 3 reasons. Firstly, embodied CO2 emissions are extremely high, 15 times worse than steel in fact. Secondly, by 2030, over $4 billion worth of potential value will end up in landfill. And thirdly, existing recycling degrades the material and effectively impedes a circular economy. Within our main target markets, increasing legislation and customer requirements are driving forward the need for sustainable materials, and a viable composite recycling solution is urgently required.
Our technology makes the entire 120 billion composite market sustainable, thanks to our beyond state-of-the-art recycling process. Our vision is to make composite recycling as ubiquitous as aluminum recycling is today. We filed 2 patents in order to protect our IP. Our first product is identical to what customers use today, thus we have perfect market fit. This product is 50% cheaper with 96% lower embodied carbon. We will prevent 280,000 tons of CO2 emissions per year every year from 2027, increasing 3-fold by 2030 to 900,000 tons. Our first-of-a-kind recycled woven roll is a greenfield opportunity with a market size of 300 million now, rising to 800 million by 2030. Phoenix Carbon aims to dominate this market, which is growing at a strong CAGR of 11%. These customers have tried our recycled woven roll and are now waiting for Phoenix Carbon to build a pilot plant to deliver the product in the state and quantity they require.
Our vision is to be the market leader in sustainable composites and make their recycling ubiquitous. We aim to raise 190 million over 4 rounds to build out 4 strategically located factories. Firstly in the UK, then by 2027 in Europe, and lastly by 2030 in the United States and Asia Pacific regions. Each scale-out factory will generate approximately 100 million ARR, driving global revenues of 300 million annually. Today, our proof of concept and testing programs are completed. Patents have been filed, and we've gathered our early beachhead verticals. We're now raising 2.3 million seed to build our fully developed pilot production unit and begin material recycling at scale. So we'd be delighted for any investor or partner who wants to join us on this exciting, sustainable and impactful journey. We are Phoenix Carbon, the future of composite recycling.
Have you noticed the discrepancy in talking about nature-based solutions versus investing in nature-based solutions? Well, yeah, we've too. So we decided to do something about that. Let's go and meet Planboo from Sweden.
Hi, I'm Freddie, CEO and co-founder of Planboo. I'll be honest, I was totally skeptical about carbon credits a few years ago. That was until I learned about carbon removal credits. You see, they do exactly as the name suggests. They remove CO2 from the atmosphere, which is the leading cause of climate change. At Planboo, we're building a platform of global partners and projects that are incentivized to remove carbon by turning plant waste into healthy soil. And they do this with something called biochar. Biochar is an ancient agricultural process that farmers have been using for thousands of years. By baking crop waste such as peanut shells, cotton stalks, coffee husks in an oven at high temperatures, the carbon is stabilized and fixed from being released back into the atmosphere. There's over 7 billion tons per year of agricultural waste, with 70% of it coming from the tropics. So that's where we're focusing our energies. Scientists have estimated that we need to be removing 10 billion tons of CO2 per year. This is a monstrous amount. Last year, the world removed only 50,000 tons. So we need to grow an industry by 200,000 times in the next few years. Biochar is the ready and reliable carbon removal solution that is tackling climate change today. There's some amazing companies recognizing and funding this. Microsoft, Shopify, H&M and others have set science-based net zero goals and are now starting to spend billions of dollars purchasing carbon removal credits. At Planboo, we're able to generate biochar carbon removal credits using our accredited technology, which we provide to projects to monitor and monetize their production. A combination of remote sensing tech and our unique algorithms, we can measure, report and verify the quantity and quality of carbon removal taking place in real time. We make it easy for the projects to design, develop and deliver carbon removal when they join our platform. Connected together, projects share learnings, optimize performance and improve the quality and reliability of biochar carbon removal credits. We've been working on this for 3 years and we've built up a global team of engineers, scientists and farmers with over 12 years combined experience managing operations in the tropics. We have 5 active projects in 4 countries, with dozens more being designed. With this, we're on track to remove 1 million tons of CO2 by 2026. We have some great international investors supporting us through our pre-seed round. We're now looking for a couple more to join us during our seed round early next year. So if you're interested in removing carbon and joining and supporting a team of passionate, high-performing individuals making measurable impact today, I'd love to hear from you. Thank you very much for your time.
All right, so let's move on with the program. Here's a question. Do you love a good steak? Of course you do. A lot of us do. But what we don't like is the carbon emissions associated with that steak. Luckily, we have a company that's doing something about this. Let's go and hear from Adamo Foods.
Hi, welcome to Adamo Foods. My name is Pierre, I'm the founder. And I'm Nick, the COO. Adamo Foods is a new food technology company developing healthy, sustainable, and delicious alternatives to meat whole cuts. Ever since I stopped eating meat 15 years ago, I've craved what all French people have been brought up on. Steak. Steak bavette, steak tartare, steak with fries in a nice bordelaise sauce. I miss steak, and I made it my mission to recreate the experience without the animal.
Animal agriculture is a leading cause of climate change, representing 16% of global emissions.
We all know that meat alternatives are the future, but there's a problem. They're mostly highly processed and unhealthy, with long lists of scary-sounding ingredients. But worse, there's a texture problem. They're not appealing to meat eaters. There are now some good burger and sausage analogs, but no one's managed to recreate the fibrous and juicy texture of whole-cut meat. At Adamo Foods, we're doing things differently. Our products contain only 5 ingredients, all fully natural, and are based on a natural superfood, mycelium. Mycelium is the root system of fungi, a complex underground network of fibers that nourish our ecosystems. We grow our mycelium in large fermentation tanks using a proprietary patent-pending process to create a dense fibrous structure closely replicating animal muscle tissue. Our first products are a juicy steak alternative and a groundbreaking fibrous chicken breast. Besides unbeatable texture, our product has immense health benefits. It's packed with fiber, protein, contains all known essential amino acids, and has a higher protein digestibility score than beef without any of the cholesterol. In fact, it's the cleanest labeled whole cut on the market. We've already received interest from over 40 food service distributors and retailers, and we'll bring our products to the market next year. Within the next 4 years, we will reach £20 million annual revenue, saving 72,000 tons of CO2. We've got an experienced team with diverse backgrounds. Pierre and I previously built high-growth B2C brands, scaling revenues to over 25 million ARR. Pierre previously launched meat alternatives across Asia and Europe, securing listings in over 2,000 locations. We have an extremely talented technical team of mycologists and fermentation and food scientists, and we've partnered with world-leading R&D institutes and universities. We started 2.5 years ago. Since then, we've won multiple awards and competitions and 5 large grants worth £2.5 million. We're now backed by 4 VCs and have featured in over 20 media outlets. But our proudest achievement of all is our product, the first ultra-realistic steak alternative. We're now scaling up production for a pilot next year and full commercial launch in 2025. To achieve this, we're raising a £3 million seed round. We already have commitments for 80% of the rounds and are looking for the final investor to join us. So if you'd like to revolutionize our food system, we're the first healthy and delicious alternatives to meat whole cuts. Come speak with us. Thank you very much.
All right, so in Latin America alone, 127 million tons of food is wasted each year. What if we had an app that could connect the end user, the stores, and the restaurants to avoid all of this waste? Luckily, we have that in our portfolio. So let's go to Peru and meet Circula.
Hi, I'm Michelle, co-founder of Circula. I am from Peru, and if you haven't heard, our country has won the best gastronomy in the world. So gastronomy is a big part of our culture and our economy. But this is why we're building Circula, a platform that is helping eliminate food waste from restaurant stores in Latin America. In Latin America, the challenge of food waste is not only environmental, but economic. While Europe has managed to reduce food waste through robust regulations and initiatives, Latin America sees over $220 billion of food wasted, with costs exceeding over $150 billion. This waste represents a lost opportunity in the region where food production is a key economic driver. The lack of solutions and regulatory framework creates an urgent need for a solution. So this is why Circula is created. Circula is a platform that allows restaurants and stores to reduce food waste. Instead of throwing their surplus quality food, they can now sell it to Circula. This way, consumers eat delicious at a great price, business can recover costs, and we all help the environment. And we work as a marketplace between consumers and stores. Consumers can download the app and discover products, they can buy and pay directly in the app, and then they can pick up or choose delivery. Stores sign up and set up their hours, they can publish surplus products, and then they receive orders from a new traffic of clients. And we have an opportunity of an obtainable market of over $500 million in just 5 countries in Latin America. And our business model is that we charge stores a fee per transaction of around 25% and users a flat fee per order of 20 cents of dollar. So with around 6,000 stores, we can have a revenue of over $10 million. We already have 35% of market penetration in Peru with 400 stores, and we have pilots in line for over 300 more stores in the next couple of months with corporate deals with Accor and Dunkin' Donuts. And we have also partnered with huge corporations like Sodexo to really boost our impact and scalability. We have proven revenue and consistent growth in one market in Latin America, and we're ready for expansion. We're part of a global trend and a market that already has success cases in Europe and in the US. We're now penetrating an untapped market, and we're building a solution tailored for the Latin American culture. We erase the surprise bag model, so our users know exactly which product they're buying, the full description, and the recommended date of consumption, so they can have full transparency and they can save something they actually like. and stores can really know what products are being wasted more often or that they're having more surplus. And we have direct accountability on our impact metrics because we know exactly what is being rescued. We're a team with over 10 years of experience in the startup ecosystem. We've worked in successful startups that had exits and that wanted to bring sustainability to an industry that is so close to us as Peruvians. We're now doing an extension of our pre-seed round so we can begin regional expansion. And we invite you to be part of helping one of the most important industries in the region become more sustainable.
As you can see, there's a lot of cars here in Oslo, and cars are great, but there's one non-obvious thing about cars that nobody really realizes, and that's all the microplastics that's coming from the tires. Now, we actually have a company that is solving this exact problem, so let's head over to London and meet the Tire Collective.
Hello, I'm Hansen, the co-founder and CEO of the Tire Collective. When we talk about vehicle pollution, it's just focused on the exhaust. And what's ignored is a whole world of non-exhaust emissions, specifically tire, brake, and road wear. And this is the dirty secret of the transport industry. Tire wear is the second largest microplastic pollutant in our oceans, toxic to marine life, and a major source of air pollution. In fact, when we're walking down the streets of London, we're breathing in more tire wear than exhaust. And this problem only gets worse with electric vehicles, because they're heavier and have higher torque. From 2025, the Euro 7 vehicle standards will require all vehicles to reduce tire wear, disrupting the $3 trillion automotive industry. And we are leading the way to capture it. At the Tire Collective, we're developing solutions to capture tire wear using our patent-pending electrostatic technology. Our first product is a retrofittable box attached behind the wheel, capturing tire wear as you drive. We've already piloted this with vehicle manufacturers like Volvo Cars and SEFT, and commercial fleet operators, successfully removing tire wear from the environment, and are now planning future pilots around integration with leading EV manufacturers in the US and Tier 1 suppliers. We've started 2 paid pilots and have 2 more in the pipeline, with plans to scale our device across all commercial vehicles in the UK, EU, and US. And this market alone is worth a staggering $88.5 billion at our projected sale price. We're a team of 10, backed by experts in research, product design, and business. And we've secured over $1 million in funding to date. Now, we're focused on scaling up pilots, expanding our product offering to buses, and securing partnerships with manufacturers and suppliers. We're planning for a product launch and a 10 million Series A in 2025. Right now, we're raising a 1 million seed round. We have 50% in soft commitments with an impact VC lead and are looking for investors to join us in leading this growth market. Tire wear will be the leading source of vehicle pollution. With your support, together, let's save our air from tire wear.
So prefabricated vertical solar panels on green rooftops. Now that sounds like the future to me.
Hi, I'm Trygve Mongstad. I've worked for 15 years in different roles in the solar industry as a researcher, installer, consultant and entrepreneur. In 2021, I saw an opportunity for a new product that would solve several problems for flat roof solar installations, so I started this company. I had been working with flat rooftop solar installations for many years, and I was frustrated because I saw there were many flat roof buildings that were not suitable for the conventional solar solutions. I believe that rooftop solar is crucial for a low carbon energy system, and no rooftop should be left empty. This is what we are working on. Rooftop solar is set to be a market of €300 billion by 2027. Flat rooftops are a great resource for building a sustainable future. They can host solar panels and other functions, as for example green roofs that bring biodiversity, water retention and temperature control to urban areas. We're on a mission to make this possible. The patent-pending VPV unit from Over Easy Solar addresses many of the needs of roofs that are not deemed suitable for solar. The VPV unit from Over-Easy Solar is the first fully prefabricated solution for flat rooftop solar, and it combines excellently with green roofs. It generates more valuable energy due to the vertical orientation with 2 production peaks, and the design eliminates problems with lift forces from wind, giving a very lightweight system that is not necessary to fasten to the rooftop. We've now installed our product in 7 different countries, and we recently started working with large-scale projects where the prefabrication really pays off. Our product is 10 times faster to mount than conventional solar solutions. We are now a team of 8 full-time employees covering areas from industrial design, supply chain and logistics, R&D, and sales and marketing. Our team has over the last 2 years developed a revolutionary solar product, and we're starting now to take it to market. We've now secured 2 million euro from leading tech investors and 2 big energy utilities in the Nordics, and an additional 1.2 million in soft funding. 2023 is the first year of our commercial operation. To now, we've closed sales worth about 800,000 euro. Now we're starting to scale up, and we're searching for investors for a 5 million seed round in 2024 that will take us towards a revenue target of 10 million euro in 2025. We're looking for climate, energy and proptech investors who want to join us on this journey to shake up the solar industry and build one of the biggest European solar companies. I'm looking forward to talking to you afterwards.
That's a wrap. So a lot of interesting companies, as you can see, some of which are looking for investments right now, and this is where you come in. So we're going to meet now at the platform called AirMeet. There's 3 ways you can interact. You can pop a question in the chat. You can use the form to request a deck. I actually challenge you to raise your hand. This is a function where we drag you to the stage. You can come on video and ask a question there as well. So I would just like to say thank you so much for joining. We're looking forward to meeting you straight after this. So I'll see you in a second.